Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the San Diego Padres. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaman. David Ace, he's homered in 5 straight games. So, partner, some can't-miss at-bats coming our way from him.
Yeah, and I find it interesting because watching him in batting practice, he was trying to keep the ball in the ballpark, hitting line drives the other way. So many times those home runs are mistakes, and I think he'd probably say half of the home runs he's hit lately have been mistakes because he's just trying to go gap to gap.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So 2 down, and next to hit for Detroit, David Ace. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Blaze.
And now the first baseman, Blaze Jordan. Fastball is outside. Two outs. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Damian Trejo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that. First and second, 2 down. Outside low, and a count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Man at first, 1 away.
Second baseman, David Ace.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, the first baseman, Blaze Jordan.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Corey Lenskow.
Let's go.
On the ground, right side, Ace. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcelo Meyer.
2 out, space is empty.
The second baseman, David
Ace. In his 12th season, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain.
Matt McClain.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Slow roller up the middle. Ace. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 4 and the Tigers 1. 1 out, base is empty. Now it's going to be David Ace. He's one of the best players in the game.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up, his 69th homer of the year. It's 4-4. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Two on, 1 out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Marcelo Meyer.
The shortstop, Marcelo Meyer.
On the ground. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. And they lead by 3. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So 2 away with nobody on. David Ace will hit next. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Get out of town. Another homer. Home run number 70 on the year. And they close the gap. It's 8-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Ace went deep in this one and matched Mark McGwire with his 70th home run of the year. Incredible.
Well, that's exactly the word for it, Boog. Incredible. And he might not be done yet. We could see him break the record if everything goes right. What a year it's been.
David Ace, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Detroit Tigers and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. 1 down. David Ace now at the plate.
And here we go, Boog. A chance to see if he can up his hitting streak to the magic 40-game mark.
This one high in the air to left center. Ojeda moving under this one. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Randy Kaplan.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Brayden Taylor, the next up for the Padres. On the ground, right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full, no score. Nobody out,
Now
runner at first.
Second baseman, David Ace.
That one ripped.
Get out of here.
And it's off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead.
The batter. The
So
third
that
baseman,
extends his
Randy
hitting streak to 40
Kaplan.
games. He's really in that rarefied air now, Chris.
Yeah, you have to wonder what's going on in his dome right now. I mean, I know he's trying to block out all the noise, but at this point, it's impossible. And as much as he wants to focus on the task at hand, all the talk about the chase for the record is going to dominate anything else happening on the field. This is pretty special.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in the second game of the series. Just missed. And a breaking ball misses outside.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Way out front for strike 2. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out there to center. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. And there's one away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Damian Trejo up now for the Tigers.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That's in there, and it's 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Marbury in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Marbury matched a homer in his last game. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. And that's off the outside edge. And now 3 balls and a strike. Dakota Jordan waiting to hit for Detroit. And now the count filled up 3-2. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 1 and the Padres nothing. First and second, 1 out. Tyler Soderstrom, the next up for the Padres.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Grounder might be 2. Ace to second, over to first, safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
1 out, bases empty.
The second baseman, David Ace.
That one the other way. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Kaplan in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Kaplan in his 7th season, 27 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Next offering popped in the air, right field. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Damian Trejo.
Damian Trejo up now for the Tigers. That's hard hit on the line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double. Cut off, throw to third.
Well, this one started with a bad jump or bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mike Hood out of the game. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Kurt Garten gets handed the rock out of the pen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And next up for the Tigers, Sam Marbury. He is struck out and he is walked. There's a strike. The pitch. Almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1-2 now. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 2. Back to the top of the order now. And down the shortstop, Marcelo Meyer. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Ace. Slings to first, and that is the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Tigers 2 and the Padres 1. Back here at Petco Park. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, David Ace. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it's gone. He hammers one out to center. His 71st home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 4-1. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Munoz back to work.
Hey, you got that one. Nice hit.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Randy.
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Kaplan in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Ace aboard here at first with nobody out. Off the mark there, and it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Jackson Ferris, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Nunez getting cranked up as well. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering upstairs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And here is Damian Trejo. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Man at first, one away. Ball one there. High fly ball out into left center field. And he makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off. Ace had a great showing in the win. 4 hits, one of them a homer.